And I want to read a sentence that was written by Seneca, the Roman philosopher.
Yeah.
And he said, life is long if you know how to use it. What does it mean for you?
For me, well, I think life is actually very short, especially now that I'm losing good friends to cancer and things like that. So I think we waste a lot of time dissecting life, and I think we should spend more time living it.
Thinking about what to do and not...
And we should just do it.
Just do it. But there is also a selection process. What to do really that is meaningful in terms of your lifespan, correct? Because you can really waste your time getting loaded with things that you don't need or really care or are going to bring something positive to you. And
but the thing is that, I think a lot of people are always like, if I had $1 for every person who tells me I'm going to write a book, I could write a book. Yo podría escribir un libro, ¿no? Mucha gente lo dice, poca gente lo hace. So if you do something and make a mistake, you can learn from it. But if you don't do it and live your life always saying, well, if I did this, I would be successful. If I did that, but you don't do it. So in my case, I've made a lot of mistakes in life. But if I look back, I really don't have regrets because they all made me the person I am today. And I like myself more now than when I was 25. So that's what I see. That, I in the time that somebody is planning what they're going to do next year, I've already started my next project. Maybe it won't go well, but I've already started it.
Who is a person or figure beyond your family or relatives that you admire the most in the world?
My sister.
Beyond your family?
That is not a relative, or that is a relative?
That is not a relative.
Oh, goodness, that's really, really hard. Any person, I don't really have one person. I would say that any person who has overcome, I'm thinking right now, for example, he was a writer, philosopher, Viktor Frankl, who survived Auschwitz and wrote about it. He's possibly one of my, most admired people in the world.
Interesting. So, Lorraine, before we finish this conversation, is there a message that you would like to share with the audience? Something that is really important for you that you think is valuable for more people to share, to hear about it?
Yes. I discovered, when I was younger, I grew up in a family where you could not speak about having a mental illness, or you could not talk about having an eating disorder or anything like that. And the older I get, the more I realize that by telling my story, by admitting things about myself, nobody else has the power over me anymore. Instead of being, oh my goodness, if my ex-husband tells people that I'm taking medication, what are they going to think? Well, I no longer care about that because I've already told people. So if you own your story and you allow yourself to be vulnerable and fully you, everybody else loses their power over you.
That's very wise. I share with you that opinion. I totally agree. Lorraine, thank you so much for being with us in ComoLoHizo, and hope to read some of your books. I'm really going to do it.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias, y que estés bien.
Gracias.
If you want to learn more about Lorraine and her website, go to Viva50.com. Thanks so much for listening to our show this week. If you want to find out more about our podcast, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at ComoLoHizo, or visit our website at ComoLoHizo.com. Please subscribe to our show on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen to your podcast. If you want to reach out to comment or suggest a topic, please email hello@comolohizo.com. This show was produced at the iHeart Studios in Los Angeles. I'd like to thank our producers, Fernando Alejandro Esquiantarelli and Amelia Machiavello, our sound engineer, Martin Garcia, and Annie Siderovich, our general producer. ComoLoHizo is a co-production from Premier Radio Network and Crece Grow Media. I am Fernando Schiantarelli. Thanks again for listening.